my channel. So today on my show I'm going to be telling you about how I went to see a medium and how basically he knew a load of things that there's just absolutely no way anyone on this earth could know without being a medium or a psychic. It was pretty much like unbelievable, honestly. Like, I may as well just start by saying it was my birthday a couple of years ago, about 3-4 years ago now, and like my friend bought me this ticket to go and see this medium. So it's been like my birthday, obviously, and like this medium, say like my birthday was on the Wednesday, the medium was on the Tuesday before, so like a day before. So on the Tuesday, I've been at my granny's and she's bought me this brand new pair of Ugg boots, and she's been like, "Oh, Nay, try these on, they're lovely, get a feel for them, and then put them away till tomorrow," kind of thing, but just so you can see them and try them on, kind of thing. So try my new Ugg boots on, yeah, love them, they're great, thank you so much, kind of thing. Put them away, and then gone to the medium, and then like my friend was already at the house where it was, because like it was her mate's house and there was a few of us all getting it done, but like I made sure I didn't say anything whatsoever to them about what I'd been doing or anything, because at the end of the day, even though like they're my friends and I trust them, you never know, they might say something by accident or just give kind of some clue as to what I'd been doing when the medium was there. So I didn't say anything whatsoever at all. I've just turned up like, "Oh yeah," kind of thing. Got on with it, and I was the first person to be seen, so I got there, and like he's took me into this room straight away, and then like he's just started asking me a few questions, and he was like, "Have you just bought a new pair of shoes?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "You just bought a new pair of shoes. I can see you with a new pair of shoes on." I was like, "I don't know what you mean, mate." And he was like, yeah, a pair of shoes, definitely. You've just bought something, a new pair of shoes, a new pair of boots. I was like, "Yeah, I've just got a new pair of Ugg boots, actually. Yeah, I have." Because, like, when he said shoes, technically, it wasn't boots. So I was just like, and then when he said boots or shoes, then I was like, yeah, because I couldn't really deny it then. So I was just like, yeah, I have, actually. So I was a bit freaked out already when, like, he knew what I'd been doing like 20 minutes ago. I instantly, as soon as I got there. So I was just like, at that point I was a bit taken back by then, and you just like, my reaction was to just keep my mouth closed, because I felt like I'd said something even though I hadn't. It's like when somebody else can read you and knows what you've been doing, you feel exposed, and you just like, and like I personally just went really quiet and just like answered the questions. So then anyway, he sat there and he was like, "I've got someone called Dave coming in. Yeah, I've got a Dave here." And then, like, literally my granddad had just died a couple of months before, and his name's Dave. And I was just like, oh my God, as if this is happening. I just couldn't believe it, like, instantly. It was just thing after thing. So then he was like, "Yeah, there's a Dave here, and he wants to send his well wishes, and he knows that you're going to do well, and just, you know, sending nice positive messages, but nothing super personal, not like don't like do the exam or whatever, nothing like that. It was just all, you're going to do well, keep going, or all just stuff like that." So I was like, whoa, totally freaked out by that. So then anyway, he was going on saying, "Have you got anybody in your family called," like, I can't remember the names of this because it's not significant to me, I'll tell you why in a minute, what it actually means, but like, he was like, "Yeah, let's just say Joyce." He was like, "Have you got an Auntie Joyce?" And I was like, no, definitely not, because like I haven't. And he was like, "Are you sure, because there's a little boy here as well." I was like, no, I've not got a clue what you're going on about, not got an Auntie Joyce, and I don't know, and there's like no little boys in the family whatsoever, so no, not me, kind of thing. And like, I had it all on record on my phone, obviously, because you want to listen back. So then he's gone off that subject, so I was just like, no, not at all, not whatsoever, don't have a clue what you're going on about, mate, sorry. So then like, he's left that subject, then gone on to like do whatever. Like, did these cards where like he read your future, and then like you got to ask 3 questions, but you weren't allowed to ask like, am I gonna be rich? It had to be things like how, like, more, not just like money things, basically, not like, oh, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be successful. You have to ask like deep questions. I'm not going to say what I ask because they're a bit deep and personal, but yeah, like, you have to do them on like real things, not just like, oh, will I be incredibly famous and rich when I get older? Because that's just like self-absorbed. It had to actually be something. Like, yeah. So anyway, he's done those 3 questions, and then like they had no significance really because I don't really remember what he said. So yeah, they just were whatever. So then I've gone home, told my granny, and like let her listen to the recording, and she was like, "Ooh, that's strange, isn't it? Like it's funny how your granddad was there straight away, and now it said Dave." My granny was just like, "You must know. Someone must have told him that your granddad's just died called Dave." My granny was adamant that like my friend had told him that my granddad used to be called Dave and he's just died. Do you know what I mean? Like she just didn't believe it whatsoever. So then she was listening to the bit that I was saying about the Auntie Joyce and the little baby, and then like she just shut off about it. She wouldn't talk about it, and I was like, "Isn't that weird?" And she was like, "Don't know what you're going on about. It's a load of rubbish." And I was just like, "Well, all right, sorry, calm down. Like you thought it was all right before." Like as soon as she got onto the subject of this, like Auntie Joyce and the baby boy, she did not want to talk about it. She just cut me off and shut me completely down. So I was just like, whoa, dodgy. So then like about a week later, my granny was just like dead randomly was like, "Oh yeah, there was an Auntie Joyce actually, and there was a baby boy." I was like, "Oh right, yeah, in that thing." She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh well, what happened to them?" She was like, "Oh, I don't know. Your Auntie Joyce, like because like she was my granny's like sister, I think." And like when the war was on, they were like in, because she doesn't speak to any of them now, but they were like all like living together in the same area. And like basically she was like, "Oh yeah, I just knew it, we were kind of explained it." And I was like, "Well, what's this baby boy thing?" Because I could just tell something like wasn't like completely matching up. Like she didn't want to like tell me about something. So I just kept pushing her, and I was like, "What do you mean? Like what? Like there's got to be more to it." And she was like, "Oh well, basically when the war was on back in years ago, basically like they were like living in this like tiny room with like a gas ring oven on the floor and like proper like mad circumstances when the war was on and everything. And basically like this Auntie Joyce has like ran a bath for her kid, this little boy, and she's ran like a hot bath for her kid, and then like she's not put any cold water in it, and then like she's dropped the kid in the bath and killed it. Like seriously, it's disgusting. Well, you can't say it's disgusting because you don't know like the circumstances, but it's just fucked up. Like, and I was like, "Oh, that's why you didn't want to tell me." Like, honestly, it was mad, and like I just thought, wow, how amazing that they came through on that thing. Like, it is so weird, and like that poor boy, what he'd been through and everything that he'd gone through and everything, and like just the circumstances for him to come through to me, it was just like wow, it was pretty amazing. And like yeah, it's just a sad situation, but I just thought it was really weird. And like yeah, that's my experience of mediums. Please comment, like and subscribe. See you soon.